I'm going to give you 5 ways that you can boost your collagen naturally. Now, our skin is made up of 70 to 80% collagen, and so as we get older, that collagen of our skin starts to degrade. In fact, we lose about 1% of the thickness of our collagen starting at about every year, starting at about the age of 25 to 30. Now, after menopause, some women find that they lose upwards of 2% of the thickness of their collagen every year. So that loss of collagen can increase as we get older. So on this video, I'm going to give you 5 ways that you can naturally boost your collagen content of your skin, and these are things that you can start doing today. So my number 5 way to boost the collagen of your skin is to increase the amount of protein and beta-carotene rich foods that you eat. Now, collagen is a protein, okay? And so in order to create collagen of your skin, your body needs to have protein to basically as a substrate to create collagen. And so eating sufficient amounts of protein is super, super important. So what are protein-rich foods? Well, healthy types of meats, as well as beans, as well as nuts. Those are great sources of protein. And if you're vegan or vegetarian, then soy-type foods also can help. So you do need to eat enough protein in order for your body to create collagen. But the second thing a lot of people don't know about are beta-carotene-rich foods. Now, beta-carotene actually is absolutely necessary for the creation of collagen. And so by eating more beta-carotene-rich foods, you can help to actually support your body's production of collagen. And there are actually studies that do show that people who eat more beta-carotene-rich foods, they have actually thicker collagen in their skin. So that's the first thing. Now, the second thing that I would recommend if you want to boost the collagen of your skin is microneedling. Now, microneedling is a treatment. It was originated, you may have seen the dermal rollers, where there are these kind of rollers that have little pins on them, and you puncture your skin, basically creating a controlled trauma. Well, I don't necessarily recommend people use those on their face because you can get granulomas, you can get infections from it, and especially if you get them, let's say, on the black market, let's say online, sometimes those pins can be too deep and you can create even scarring from it. But if you go to a dermatologist or a plastic surgeon's office, it's not a super expensive procedure, much less expensive, let's say, than laser treatments. But microneedling is a great way. You can create a very controlled trauma to your skin, and that can cause the collagen of your skin to actually get thicker. So a great way to thicken the collagen of your skin. Now, the problem with microneedling is you're only thickening the collagen of the area that you treat, and typically you microneedle the face. But you may find that as you get older, the collagen of your skin gets thinner, not just on your face, but on your neck, on your chest, on your hands, on your arms, all over the body, in which case the microneedling isn't going to be quite as effective because you can't treat all those areas. But if you are looking at the face, even maybe parts of the upper neck, then microneedling can be a great way to help stimulate collagen production. Okay, so that is my number 2 way, or if we're counting down from 5 to number 1, that's probably even better. That would be 5 and number 4. So my number 3 way is something that you may have be already using. Hopefully you are. If you've been watching my videos, it's something that I'm a huge fan of, but is using a retinoid. Now, retinoids come in 2 different strengths. There's over-the-counter retinoids, which otherwise known are retinol or retinal. And then there is prescription strength, which is tretinoin. And studies have really been done mainly on the tretinoin, the prescription strength, and those studies have found that if you apply tretinoin to your skin, then it can actually help to thicken the collagen of your skin with time. Now, I don't know of any studies that have looked at retinol that way specifically, but it is believed because retinol is eventually converted to tretinoin on the skin that should do the same thing, maybe just not quite as quickly. So applying a retinol or a tretinoin on your skin can definitely help to thicken the collagen of your skin. And so, in some areas that we look at that bother us as we get older, let's say like the thinning of the skin under the eyes, the thinning of the skin, let's say, of the neck where it gets kind of crepey, strongly encourage you use a retinol moisturizer. Now, I have my own Youn Beauty retinol moisturizer that I recommend, but there's tons of brands out there that have retinols. But use those on those parts of your body that you want to treat. And if it's a fairly mild retinol, then you may be able to use that on parts of your body, let's say, that a prescription strength tretinoin would be too strong for. So once again, that could be, let's say, the neck, which is going to be more sensitive than the face, the hands, the arms. You can actually use relatively mild retinol moisturizers on those parts of your body to help thicken the collagen there. And under the eyes, I always encourage you, find a retinol-based eye cream, and that can help to thicken the collagen of your under eye skin as well, because that is some of the thinnest skin of the body. And as we get older, that skin gets thinner. I can't tell you how many of my patients complain about crepiness of the under eyes. And so if you've got thin skin, if you're noticing that the collagen of your skin is getting thinner, it's getting crepier, then definitely look at using a retinol. If you can tolerate a tretinoin and you have access to that prescription strength, then use that on the face, but avoid the eyelids and avoid the neck and other areas. You want to stick with retinol on those areas. Okay, so that was my number 3 way that you can boost the collagen of your skin. What is my number 2 way? And my number 2 way is a little bit harder, and it's going to be more preventative, but it's reducing the amount of sugar in your diet. Now, everybody loves to eat sugar in general because it is so addictive, and there are studies that found that certain types of sugary types of foods are just as addictive, and they actually trigger the pleasure centers of our brain, dopamine and all that, as effectively as certain addictive drugs. So the reason why sugar is not good for the collagen of your skin is a process called glycation. Now, sugar can actually bind to the collagen molecules, and they can cause the collagen, those collagen fibers, to become kinked. And by doing that, it's called glycation, that can actually cause premature aging, it can cause thinning of the skin, it can cause premature wrinkling. And so definitely sugar, not only is it inflammatory, but it can cause this process of glycation, which is actually a proven way to get premature aging. So reducing the amount of sugar you eat, but increasing the amount of protein that you eat can be a great recipe for helping to boost the collagen of your skin. So what is my number 1 way to boost the collagen of your skin? This is controversial, and there's some doctors that disagree with me, but I really believe in collagen supplements. There are a plethora of studies that support that taking a hydrolyzed collagen supplement can definitely benefit your skin. Now, there are studies that show that if you actually take a collagen supplement, these are studies where people have taken a collagen supplement for 2 to 4 months, and then they actually have biopsied those people's skin and found that an increase in the amount of collagen in their skin. Now, some people say, well, if you eat collagen, collagen is a protein. I mentioned earlier, it's a big protein, so doesn't your stomach just break it down? And why not just eat protein on its own? And that's a really good question. Well, the important answer, part of the answer to this, is that you want to take and ingest hydrolyzed collagen peptides. Because it's true, collagen is such a large protein that if you just ingest it, it can get broken down. And the reason why the best collagen supplements are hydrolyzed and they're in kind of peptide form is because they're actually broken down into the smaller amino acids that you can much better absorb. And that's kind of the idea behind it. And so just taking, let's say, a collagen supplement may not be as helpful as taking a hydrolyzed collagen supplement made out of hydrolyzed collagen peptides. And full disclosure, one of our top sellers at my Youn Beauty store is our supplemental collagen. And I cannot tell you how many people have left messages, have left reviews, and saying how much taking this collagen for 1, 2, 3 months has really helped their skin. I have people that say, geez, my joints feel better, my hair is getting thicker, my skin looks nicer. I mean, so many stories that you just can't discount them. I know there are doctors who say, well, it's just the same as eating protein. How many people have you talked to that said, oh, I increased the protein that I eat every day and now my hair is getting thicker, my joints are feeling better, my skin feels so much smoother? Not necessarily. There's not that direct correlation that you often will see with hydrolyzed collagen peptides. And so there are a lot of great brands out there. Obviously, the only one that I can vouch for is my own Youn Beauty supplemental collagen, but there are others out there that you can find at health food stores. If you're going to try a collagen supplement, once again, make sure it's hydrolyzed collagen peptides. Take it once a day and see how you feel after 30 to 60 days. See how your skin looks. I bet you'll see quite a bit of a change. So I hope this was helpful for you. Take a peek at this video right up here for more ways on what you can